Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start taking all this stuff off so I can get this engine off of here. So I gotta get the front end off and get it rolled out of the way. So we're gonna start off right about here. See if we can get this stuff loose. Get these steering linkages off of here. Time to get a hammer. That one. And in the dirt. Perfect. Nothing WD-40 can't clean off. Put that nut back on there so we don't lose it. I'm thinking though, there's probably gonna have to be some, from the looks of this, why don't we go ahead and just replace that? I think that's a given. Yep, that'll be new. See, I grease it. Not that it's gonna hold anything. Okay. Now we're going to get right there and remove those. And pull that suspension on out of there. Okay, 12/16. That's what it is. We're going to do this just so they'll spin off easy, not to have to get them off because they're already off. Okay, 11/16. Alrighty, here we go. The Duggan makes life a little easier. This. Yeah, are you kidding me? I didn't even realize that. I'll take that off. Where am I going to lay my tools? Put that back in there. Put our keeper back in there. Okay, I see you, pedal. You want to come off. Apparently I can't lift up over that. Get that off. So this pedal's got to come off. See what the hell's holding it on. about that? I know y'all probably can't see it over where you're at, but we're taking that pedal off, and instead of there being a snap ring right here, we have, what else would you expect on a tractor? A piece of baling wire twisted around it. I'll bet we can get that off there fairly easy. And there's another part we'll put back on. Well, no, another part we'll replace the correct part. Piece of wire twisted around on there instead of a snap ring. Probably work better than a snap ring. Apparently I didn't have to take that pedal off. Yeah, it's going to come off anyway one of these days. Let's take it off now. Okay, that'll free all this up so I can pull that front end off. All right. Well, we can start stripping everything off this engine. So whenever I get the front end out from under it, get ready to pull it, we'll have nothing left on it. Come on, Mr. Washer, come off there. Early washer. Okay, let's take this is a starter wire, goes over to the start button. Take that off, maybe. Something's living up in there. See all this stuff, I don't know what it was, but it came out of there. A little varmint made a nest of some sort in there. That ain't good. That just spun in there. Snug that back up. I better get a back up on this. Be right back. Okay. That on there. And then we'll try to back up with that. Oops, sorry about that. Busting on the heck. Something's breaking. Oh yeah, it's all. There you go, got that out. Let's take that off. Looks like I'm replacing that as well, which is quite all right. Need our 1/2 inch. We're going to pull this one off. Get this wire off of here that goes to the starter. There's that one. That gives another solenoid. Okay. Go ahead and get the wire off the starter as well. Just better get a backup. Okay. Get my starter off. Try to get this back here so it's not turning in the back of that starter. There we go. These ratcheting wrenches, they're amazing. Okay, I'll put that back on there. Good deal. Next, we need to focus up in this area right here. All this wiring in this old tractor, it's spliced together. I want to redo all this right. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of a lot of this stuff, and we're gonna do things right. Okay. Get all these wires out of here. Is that a 5/16? Probably not. Nope. Okay, let's take these wires loose right here. All this is the distribution block. You just got hot wires. All your hots coming in here and going to different places that are operated off the switch. The computer in the 1950s, I guess it was. Put that back on. Find a Phillips screwdriver. Okay. We'll take that. I'll go ahead and remove this thing. We're just going to go ahead and gut this area so when we're redoing it, we won't have all this mess in our way. Okay, there's that. I think the best thing to do for this one going to the voltmeter is we're going to do that. The other parts of that went to that resistor into the switch. All these from the alternator and the switch are already removed. They went up to that distribution block. So we're not going to need that resistor anymore. So I'm going to cut it. We're doing away with that. We're going to go with a internal resisted coil, so I don't need that anymore. That's just the ground wire off the voltmeter. All right. So with all of that I should be able to get the rest of this wiring harness out of the way, which we're going to totally rebuild this anyway. This looks like all the, well, it's not original obviously because this is 6 volt. Now we're going to move over here to the other side where we can get this coil removed. Okay, we're taking these coil wires off. I guess we can leave those on there. We'll take that one off. We'll take this one off of. Let's remove this one off the coil. I'm going to replace all of this stuff. Okay, get that wire off of there so when we pull that distributor, we won't have anything in our way. I've already loosened these. Well, this side's loose. Inch. My ratcheting ½ inch. I lost it. Oh, I gotta find it. God dang it, what'd you do? And there's that guy. I'm going to put these back in here so we don't lose them. Of course, they'll be coming out when we do the motor work, but for now, we'll leave them in there. Good place for them. Okay. Let's get the starter out of the way. 9/16 or half. There's a half up there. Yeah. Good deal. I think we're going to get the ugga-dugga. Hang tight. Okay. There's one. There's two. Nice, huh? And I think there's back here. Maybe not. Hope there's only 3. That one had the choke bracket going through it. Here, chokey. Come on, oh, there's not one buried up under there. There's not. Need a rubber hammer. Hold on, gotta go get a rubber hammer. Rubber hammer. There we go. The rubber hammer works every time. See what we got to look at here. Everything looks good. The starter's never given me any problem. All right, that's out. All right. Now it looks like it's time for this alternator bracket. That's snug. This bracket looks kind of funny. You'll see in a second. Some engineering went in on this. Tell you what, I'll give y'all a close up of this. Get a close up. See that right there? That's just a great big old bolt. Looks like a couple of spacers were needed. Looks like some big 1-inch bolts. We may redo that also.